Sorry, folks. I was sitting. Me and Dave was sitting there, and then we just realised that it's past the time. Sorry.
It's just gone ping.
Yes, we're talking about something else. So, first thing tonight, as you can see along the things, we're thinking of Gary. Now, Gary is not just one of my. I know what's happening. I've got the other one open. Okay, let's cut that off. Okay, as I was saying, tonight this show goes out to Gary. As I said, Gary is not just a friend; he's probably one of my first subscribers, and the first person I did a birthday top 10 on. At this moment, Gary is gravely ill in hospital. So if I disappear, it's because I've got to take a phone call from Lee. But hopefully that won't happen tonight. So just have spare a thought for a fellow subscriber and someone from the Ranker Gallery. Gary, send him a thought. Doesn't have to be a prayer. Just send your thoughts to him, and hope he is resting. Anyway, hope everyone is well, and welcome to the new trend. Thursday is now Wednesday.
Wednesday is Thursday, Thursday is Wednesday.
It's only for this week, though, folks, because tomorrow night I'm off to see T-Rextasy. So I'll do a little report for you all, and I'm going to take a few pics and a few clips if I can get some decent enough clips, and I'll put them up over the weekend. So,
while Ian has done well at school this year, we feel he still needs. Is that what we're going to get to?
I've lost something.
Your mind?
Yeah, I've somehow shut down the stats. So I'll just open them up like a plonker that I am. There it is. You silly Billy. Well, I can tell you, we've had a mixed week this week. Lots of views, as usual, but only one subscriber. But I've got a rough idea what that's all about. But you've been watching some stuff. So number 3 this week was the Jethro tier ranking that I threw in on Sunday morning. I just got up and says, right, I'm doing it. 125 people watched that. Number 2 is the Yes Top 10 with Naomi, 160. But last week's marathon, Gary Newman is top of the pops this week at 191 views.
Oh, Matt's got it right.
Oh, has he?
Tina Turner has died.
Who?
Tina Turner has died.
Oh dear, that is so sad.
Aged 83. Wow. That's preempted my bit, but anyway. Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that is so sad.
Evening, Simon.
Okay, 28 days, 12,670. I can't read. Views, 70 subs. Top 3. Number 3, Gary Newman, 191. Richard and I's coronation top 10, 251. Don't forget this Saturday we'll be discussing 1970 number 2s. And number 1 was the David Bowie Part 2 at 266. The big figures, not doing very well on the scrolling tonight. Channel 172,174, 953 subscribers. Usual top 3, Jethro Tull, Derek Riggs, status quo. Last week's Battle of the Debuts live edition was I think the biggest poll we've had, and Led Zeppelin won 38 to 17. It's probably the most people have ever voted. So thank you very much for that.
Evening, Wyoming, guys.
Just before I go into the laundry list about Tina Turner, I've already done a Tina Turner top 10, so I might just pop that back up, dig it out the vaults, and put it up as a fresh, and just add a little bit to it, because I am going to do her albums. I think she'll be boosted up the list for Ladies' Day, Dave. Do you think?
Most likely. Just scrolling down to have a looky see.
Yeah, I think she'll be in the next few months, because because we need to do that one. So let's have a look what I'm listening to, and I've listened to quite a lot of stuff. Not all in the list though this week, but I've been getting through the Beavis Front now. Can anyone tell me how many studio albums the Beavis Front have done? Someone like Seb would know, because Seb's just amazing figures. All the Wikipedia just puts them all jumbled up. I'm not quite sure. I've listened to 14, mind you, and I'm enjoying them. Molly Hatchet, I'm up to 9 of the 14. Morrissey, going through them now. 8 of 13, nearly done them. Started listening to Nectar this week. Reacquainted myself with Nectar. And they're good. FM, the UK version, 1 of 13. I've listened to one prefab sprout. I think I've said that right.
Yeah.
1 of the 10. B-52's 1 of 7. The Doors, 2 of 9. And 2 of the 6 of the 2 cellos. Things we've finished now are the Lightning Seeds and Sabaton, so they'll be coming up very, very, very soon. So, as we already know, let's have a look. Just some sort of people.
Just having a quick look. Tina's only got 10 studio albums.
Okay. Yeah.
We can boost her into July's Ladies' Night.
Yeah, no problem. So there you go. You know what you're getting at the end of July. A full album ranking. Seb, what, 20 plus, thank you. Greetings, Ralph. Right, I'm now going to hand over to Dave.
Hang on, I've got to find me bits. Where are we? Okay, right. Okay, the gloom and doom and other bits. 19th of May. Many of you will have heard we lost Andy Rourke, the bass player with the Smiths. The same day, we lost Pete Brown. He was a poet, lyricist, and singer. And he's best known as being a lyricist for Cream. He co-wrote I Feel Free, Sunshine of Your Love, and White Room, amongst others. The 22nd of May, we lost Kirk Arrington, a drummer with Metal Church. And we lost a gentleman by the name of Chaz Newby. Now, Beatles aficionados will know the name. He was a bass player, and he briefly played 4 gigs with the Beatles after they came back from their first tour of Germany. He did 4 gigs in December 1960. And at the end of that, was invited by John Lennon to join them on their second tour in Germany, which he turned down. He went back to university. And in later life, he played with the Quarrymen. And then today, we lost the magnificently named William James Edwards Lee III, better known as Bill Lee. He was an American musician, and he's the father of Spike Lee. But he composed original music for many of the films, including She's Got to Have It, School Days, Do the Right Thing, Mo Better Blues. And of course, as Matt has alerted us, we have lost Tina Turner, aged 83 today. However, it's also birthday today for some people. 1955 saw the birth of Roseanne Cash. 1946 saw Steve Upton of Wishbone Ash fame. 1944, Patti LaBelle.
Wow.
And to give you the answer to the banner question that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen, in 1941, Bob Dylan was born today. So there's your answer. Who's 82 today? It's Bob Dylan. Bit of trivia for you. 1969, the Beatles single Get Back went to number 1 and stayed number 1 for 5 weeks. In 1970, Peter Green quit Fleetwood Mac to join a religious cult. And in 1974, brilliant year, RCA released Diamond Dogs, David Bowie's 8th studio album. That's that one I've been saving. So that's the doom and gloom and trivia and rubbish done and out of the way.
I'm ready when you are.
Oh, and Zeb has reminded me, John Giblin. I mentioned him last week, but yes, Brand X and Peter Gabriel, etc. Yes. Okie dokie. Add that to the stream, and away you go.
Okay, so next week we're back to normal things where we do everything on the days we're supposed to. So what have we got on Monday? Which is a bank holiday Monday, but Aubrey's still here doing all this. We're starting a new story. And we're going to be doing David Crosby for the next few weeks. And we're going to start with the Birds. It's a good place to start. Classic album next week is one from the 90s. And I know someone's asked for this for an album ranking. But we're going to look at their most popular and best-selling album, The Downward Spiral, on Monday. Yeah, I'm just breaking in a new set of teeth, folks. All right. Tuesday is Ladies' Day, and what a good one we've got for you. We're going to be ranking the very short career of another great all-female rock band from America, Bertha. And because it's so short, I thought I would do a top 20 UK number 1 songs by female artists. And I've not just done the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. I've gone into the 2000s because there's some great songs. There'll be some things, my God, he likes that. Yes, I do, is the answer to that. Okay, next Wednesday, we're back to doing the marathon on the right day. And what a good one we got for you.
Yes. Yes, the almighty.
The almighty, We're Not Worthy, Van de Graaff Generator. And I think that's a doody picture of him. I really like that picture. That is so cool. Peter Hamill looks just, yeah. Here we are. So, yeah, for all you prog fans, we've got a bit of Van de Graaff Generator. So, next Thursday, Battle of the Debuts. Interesting one. Everyone go, well, we know which one Ian's going to choose, but Ian will not choose that one because it's his favourite band. There is another good band and another good album going up against them. So I've already done it, and I've had to cynically sit down and try and block Status Quo out of my head. You'll find out what I think. And pick a mix next week. It's US Top 10 for the 1st of June, 1979. I can't believe it's the 1st of June.
Yeah.
Let alone that we're doing 1979. And then Friday. What we got for you Friday? Triple header again. Lots of triple headers on Fridays at the moment. We're going to start off with one of my favourite Canadian rock bands, Mahogany Rush. live albums. I have been blasting them out for the last fortnight. God knows what my neighbours think. Also, we've got a couple of new proggy album reviews. First one up is Mirror to the Sky from Yes. And the second one is the new album from Mystery, Redemption. Here's a trivia question. What connects Yes and Mystery? What connects them? Think about that one, folks. So that's what's coming next week on this wonderful channel. I'm sure there's something there for everyone to enjoy. So I'm going to come out of that and do that and do that.
Yeah, I took it off there. Right, there you go.
So there we go. 14 of 7. When in June, Matt? When in June? We could do your birthday.
I was just looking back. You did Tina Retro Songs, 2nd of November, 21.
Yes, let's get some people up here. We want to come up. So if you want to come and say hello.
Yeah, the 11th.
11th of June.
Right.
Okay, we'll have a birthday top 10. Now you are in the United States, Matt, aren't you? I don't want to do you the British one and really insult you. So Dave, add that to the list and remind me because I'll forget. That's on a Sunday. Overtime for me. What was I in 79? 12, 11, something like that. 12, 13, I don't know. It's too long ago.
Let's have a go to that. So that's 11th June 65. That should be a good year, actually.
Yes, that'll be a good one. Even in America.
And Wyoming Dave, 10th, turn 10, August 79. What day, Wyoming Dave?
Don't forget, if you have got a birthday coming up and you want me to do a little show for you, all for you as a birthday present from me to you, that's from everyone at RTO, including Rocky, who's fast asleep on his cool mat today because it's been a little bit warm. I had to leave the door open for him this morning because he was sunbathing. How good's that?
It's a dog's life.
I know. Oregon. Oh, what a lovely state. Never been, but I've seen so many pictures. It's somewhere else. Definitely, that's in. So we've got Matt, something. And the first guest tonight is my good friend, Simon. Hello, mate.
Hello, Ian.
How you doing,
Simon?
How are we doing?
I'm okay, considering, did you stay at the top of the show about my poor mate?
Then you are David.
Yes.
Oh, because trust Zeb to get it. Well done, Zeb. Yeah, so, yeah, he's not in a good place at the moment. He's very, 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 very poorly. So,
Oh, dear. That's not good.
no, it's not. So if I disappear, you'll know why. Because I've been told that Lee will phone me as soon as he's got any news for me.
Right.
So,
Let's fingers crossed.
yeah, he was the first birthday top 10 I did.
That's right.
Was Gary. I was talking to him about it. He said, it's a good idea. Why don't you do mine as your first one? And if you cock it up, it won't matter. Which is about right for Gary. Yeah, I mean, he's had not a troubled life, but he's had his challenges. He's spina bifida as well,
Oh,
and
blimey.
I have seen him so many times drunk in charge of a wheelchair, and
Indeed.
twice I've seen him fall out. He loved a Bacardi and Coke.
They like to drink, did he?
He didn't drink much, but when he did, boy, did he go for it. He certainly did on my stag do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, there's so many tales about my stag do.
Uh,
And it's not even 9 o'clock, so we can't even talk about them. Anyway, lots of responses to your 20 questions,
Yeah, it's done rather well.
but the best one's got to be Jimmy's, isn't it?
That was quite funny. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I just
Expected
loved.
video on that.
I just loved that clip he used. It was absolutely dynamite.
Yeah, some comedy gold in that video.
Absolutely. I sent him a message saying it was just absolutely. I mean, when that bit was going, I just looked. I see. I haven't watched it much. That video, that show, anyway. And then I saw my face when I just go, oh, God. I just wanted to. I think I just wanted to bury myself in the
Bury your
sand.
head. Yeah.
Yeah. What have I done?
Yes. Oh dear.
Never again. Yeah,
No.
Seb got it right there. The connection between I'll put it up. The connection between Yes and Mystery is Benoit David because he sang with both bands.
Yeah.
So tomorrow night I'm off to see this T-Rextasy, which I am so looking forward to.
It's tribute, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nearest I'm going to ever get to seeing a tribute, Mark Bolan. So I thought the thing we talk about tonight is who's seen some really good tribute bands? And the answer to Mystery are good. They are very good. I have done a show on them, Zeb. There is a album ranking of them. Dave will tell you when it was done. Yeah. So have you seen any, Simon? Any good?
I haven't. I've seen no bands or anything. So I've spent a lot of my time going to watch football instead. In my younger years.
Yes. Have you watched the my football special yet?
I did. Yeah. I did. Yeah.
There's some shockers in
Has
there.
anyone done a video to that? Has anyone responded or?
I've had some thing. Some people have said. Apparently there's a Sparta FC did one as well, that's banging. So.
All right.
And the next guest up is my fellow Northamptonshire cohort, Nick's Vinyl Butty. Good evening, Nick.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Nick.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
God.
Who? What? Who said that?
Yeah. Dave wants to know what time is it? It is. Well, it is 24 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock
Yes.
in the evening, and it's still light, which is amazing.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I can hear the birds sing still.
Don't get
Yeah.
dark till about 9:30 now, does it?
No.
No, my lights, because I've got the must not be told to say anything light. They came on at 9:30 exactly last night. It's 1:24 mountain time zone here where we are. I like that mountain time zone. So have you brought anything this week, Nick, or you just been taking it easy?
I went to a record fair at Peterborough last Sunday.
Oh, excellent.
Got 1 or 2 bits, but they're I've got them in perfumed bags at the minute because of one of them. Oh, sorry, 2 of them. You know when you buy old records, sometimes they've got that old sort of musty type smell.
Yeah.
Well, 2 of these stunk of cigarettes,
Oh, God.
Mm.
and
As
of
an
course,
as an ex-smoker, I know exactly what you mean.
yeah, well, I am as well. I haven't had a cigarette since the mid-90s,
Oh, good for you.
but
I'm only going since the start of March.
yeah, I used to come home from the pub stinking of fags and booze, and rather inebriated as well. But yeah, cardboard and paper and that, it sort of soaks up the odours and that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I've got them sort of what's the word? Detoxifying.
Detoxifying, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. In sort of perfumed rubbish bags.
I would say the best thing to do is wash them, but you run a risk.
Yeah,
of
it's
doing
not
that.
so much the records; it's the sleeves. That's
Doesn't
one
really
of them.
matter, does it? I mean, it's got a bit of history to it, isn't it? It's got a smell.
Oh, good Lord.
God. I haven't seen that album for years.
Speaking of which, do you see one of his guitars is up for sale?
Who, Pete?
Yeah. He gave it to a friend who had been burgled, lost all his stuff, so he gave it to a friend. And the friend has since died, and the person who inherited it has decided that it should go to a fan rather than sitting in its case. And they reckon it'll go for over 20,000. Anyway, back to Nick.
Yeah, Alison Moyet.
Oh,
That's
rain dancing.
a good album.
Yeah, I've got the other one from around that time and all.
Yeah.
Can't think what it's called.
Another one.
Yeah, she did another one around that time, didn't she?
Yeah, it's got Invisible on it, isn't it?
No, actually, no, that Alison Moyet was Discogs. This one was Discogs as well.
Yardbirds.
Yeah, hits type album.
Oh, what good.
Cool.
Pain in the ass.
Surprised you didn't have that Alison Moyet in your collection.
Sorry?
I'm surprised you didn't have that Alison Moyet in your collection.
Yeah, well,
See
I've got
that?
the other one she did around that time. Actually, it might be in the box behind me. I'll have a look in a minute. And that way, there you go. Stumbled across that Bruce Foxton album.
Oh, great album.
I've not played any of these yet.
Yeah, I picked that up.
Yeah, Eat to the Beat.
How much that cost you?
I think it's about £3 or £4.
Ah, pretty good.
Yeah, you can't complain, can you? Well, I can.
Yeah, I paid about £5 on it a few weeks ago. A couple of months ago, actually.
This was Discogs as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Cannibals, yeah.
I've got the other one. There's another one as well, isn't there? The Raw and the Cooked, isn't it? The other
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
I
got
did
that.
a classic album on that. The Raw
Sorry?
and Uncooked. I did a classic album review on the other one, the Raw and Uncooked.
All right, well, I'll have to have a look out for that. I'm trying to get through all your back catalogue.
Good luck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I played. Oh, dear. I think I showed this one last week, didn't I? The Motels. Played that one earlier. That wasn't too bad. I was expecting something a bit more punchy, but you know, it wasn't a bad album. I think Rob said it was okay. This is probably the one, the most disappointing one I've played.
What year was that one, Nick?
1986. It's very, very 80s production.
Oh dear. You
Very
know me
short.
and my love of 80s production.
Yeah, it's very pop.
Too pop
Not-
for you.
Sorry?
Too pop for you.
It's very, well, it's not what you, well, I suppose you've got to sort of go into these things with an open mind and not sort of compare it to the group Blondie. But I was very disappointed with this one. I expected something a bit more hard hitting, you know, very, very, very dated. You know, it's of its time. That one,
Yeah, cool.
that one I
80s
showed last week. I think, yeah, I played this one earlier. Loved
You
this
showed-
one.
Yeah, showed that last week, didn't you?
Yeah, great
Yeah, good.
album.
Yeah.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. It's got a couple of hits on it. The Thin Wall, I think, is on here. Mind you, you can't read the. Yes, you can.
So the only one you got of this?
No, I've got another one. I think it's called Quartet. That
Yeah,
was
I've got
that was
Quartet.
quite good.
And I've got Vienna.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
albums did they have?
Sorry,
How many albums did they do?
I wouldn't have a clue, mate. Wouldn't have a clue.
About 8 or 9, Simon.
Yeah, I didn't realise
There's a couple when Midjure left, and
Um,
then he came back.
All right.
I've actually ranked the Ultravox albums.
I've got a couple of others. What have I done with them? Yeah, I put them down somewhere. I can't bloody find them.
24th of June last year for Ultravox. That was the live albums.
3 others I got from the record fair. I've got some other stuff from the record fair, but they've gone off as BCLT. This one, I think it's a common one, but every time I've seen it, it's been too expensive, or somebody's gone out. It looks like somebody's gone over it with a wire brush. But this is in my sort of top 3 plays of the year so far. Absolutely fantastic.
Certainly a band that
Never seen that before.
definitely blast from the past.
Yeah. There's one track on here in particular I love. Somebody's going to get their heads kicked in tonight. That featured in one of the Jackass films, I think, if I remember right.
Yes.
But yeah, this was fantastic. I really loved this. One of my nominations for album of the year or purchase of the year.
Well, check that one out.
12-inch single, The Truth, Mod Revival Band, Confusion hits us every time. I've got it on 7-inch single, saw this, got it for a couple of quid. I ain't quibbling.
All right.
That's not
And the
bad.
last one, bit of a guilty pleasure, but I don't care.
Fuzzbox.
Yeah, their first album.
There's nothing wrong with the guilty pleasure at all.
No, this is very well, it is. It's fuzz guitar. There's a bit of psychedelic stuff on here. Bit of pop punk.
Quite a few I've never heard of there.
We've got a fuzz box and we're going to use it. Was a full.
That was the big single, wasn't it, off that album?
What was that?
We've got a Fuzzbox and we're gonna.
No, that was their name. That's the full name.
Oh, that's their full name.
Yeah, we've got a fuzz box and we're going to. But they had to shorten it to fuzz box in the end.
I'm sure there's a song called that as well, or am I just having a senior moment?
Well, I wouldn't like to say.
I'm probably having a senior moment.
But the main is the first release was an EP called Rules and Regulations. That's on here, and that topped the indie charts for about a month, I think, back in the day. Yeah, great sort of young girl band. They tried to one of the bigger record companies sort of tried to promote them in the USA, but it never really happened for them. They did another album, and that was it. It kind of drifted away. And one of them jacked it in. Tina, the drummer, she became a school teacher. The others carried on, but there was two sisters, Maggie and Joe Dunn. And Joe Dunn, unfortunately, passed away from cancer a good few years ago. But yeah, they were a great sort of girl band, you know, a lot of fun. Yeah, enjoyed that. Better than the second album, anyway. So that's what I've picked up. Been listening to that a lot.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
We've got you, Rob. We've got you coming up twice.
I'm going to go with that one. So here's RTO's very own version of Tony Wilson from Manchester.
I'm gonna. Right. Hopefully this doesn't do that. Right, now bring him up.
He's up.
No,
But
it's a blank screen.
we've got a blank screen, Mr. Walker. It's just got Rob.
Oh, dear.
Do you want to pull the what's on next week as well?
Let's remove that.
There we go.
Okay, I think he'll come back. I'm sure we'll get him up in a minute when he sorted his technical things out. I'll tell you what I've been listening to this week. I've been listening to a lot of stuff by producer John Leckie. And boy, has he produced some bands. Not just albums, singles for people.
Yes.
He's done a lot of indie bands, John Leckie, that you go, God, when I was doing that, it's unbelievable. Okay, we got a person that's never, I don't think, been on. I can't remember. It's Mike Vinyl Spiral. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Hi there. Hi there. Yeah, I'm pleased to be on. I've always wanted to be on Last of the Summer Wine. So,
Hey! Last week it was what was it called, Will? What did you call
It was
it?
the week. The Wheel Tappers and Shunters Social
Yeah.
Club.
Ah,
yeah, that
right.
as well, yeah.
No, you've gone. You've gone again, Rob.
Mr. Walker is having trouble communicating
Yeah.
with us. He's misbehaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love that, Nick.
So,
Sorry?
what's new?
I used to love that, Will Taps and Shunters.
Yes, great, isn't it?
It was a great program, wasn't it?
Ding, ding,
Yes.
ding,
Oh, that,
ding,
yeah.
the committee.
Yeah. Was it Colin Crumpton?
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
Colin
Yeah, he was the
Yeah.
MC, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a
Let's
job
get a
for the
little rattle.
committee.
Yeah, that's it.
Get a little rattle. Anyway, Mike, well, what's happening on your channel? Anything we should all go and watch? Hello, it's all gone quiet. What's happening?
Have you muted? No, you haven't muted.
Well,
this
yeah.
one.
I mean, I got some pretty good finds recently from charity shops. You know that I showed them on my channel the other day. But normally, I go into a charity shop and I'm straight out again with nothing. You know.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
same.
the same.
It's the same up my way. Extremely lucky to go into a charity shop and find anything except for the bloody, I don't know, Matt Monroe and goodness knows
James
who.
Last is the thing in
Hey?
Northampton. James Last. If you go around the charity shops in Northampton,
Yeah.
what you'll
always think
find
of James
James Last.
Yeah.
Oh God, come on. Mum, Dad had a box set of James Last. 20 vinyl discs, all James Last in a box set.
You know when you're dealing with dead person's records when you come across a load of James Last in a charity shop.
Yeah.
Madravani.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
So what
Have you heard the news? Tina Turner's passed away, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. You don't realise how old a lot of these, sort of singing superstars are, do you?
83, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
83, and it's Bob Dylan is 82 today.
Crikey.
Yeah, and last week Graham Nash released a new album, and he's 81, and he's still releasing albums. And Dave Brock of Hawkwind, 84.
Well,
Wow.
me and the daughter, we saw Peter and the Test Tube Babies last year, and UK Subs as well on the same bill. Charlie Harper, lead singer UK Subs, I think he's 81, 82, something like that. He was still belting out a tune.
Yeah, Graham Nash can. And I mean, on Friday, the new Sparks album comes out. Well, I tested Dave earlier today. I said, how old do you think the Mail brothers are?
And I was way off.
Russell is 74 and Ron is 77. And he still gets up on stage and does that dance. Oh, they're all coming in tonight. Another new face to the channel. It's Steve's Vinyl Cupboard. Good evening, Steve. Welcome to the channel.
Hello, folks. How you doing?
Not too bad.
Can you hear me all right?
It's a plethora of who's who.
No new faces. That's what I like to see. So
Am I really on Last of the Summer Wine?
Yeah, well, you're welcome to the Last of the Summer Wine. I'm going to hashtag that next week.
I was going to try and impersonate Rob Walker. You know, I've got the hat and everything.
It's that one that stinks of cigarette smoke.
Rob's back again, so I'm going to dip out.
Yeah. Okay, then, Dave. Go into the gallery. You're coming up, Rob. And here we are. Mr. Rob Walker. Good evening, Rob. Welcome to the Last of the Summer Wine.
Hey, everyone.
How are you doing?
Oh, dipped out.
He's dipped out.
He's intimidated by the well-known YouTubers.
Yes. So, well, I'm very nice to see you, Steve. And well,
Yeah,
first
hello
time-
everybody. I haven't seen everybody in the flesh, so to speak. So hello, Ian. Simon, is it? Nick, how you doing?
Hello.
Very well, sir. Thank you.
Vinyl Spiral. Hello.
Hi, Stevie.
Yes, this is the more subdued version of a vinyl community chat, where there's no politics, and we talk about what we love, music.
I thought this was the Brexit edition.
The what?
The Brexit edition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started.
So, what's happening on your channel then, Steve?
Well, I got shot in my last video. I don't know if you noticed.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, right. I was pushing the boundaries of video making and generally taking the. It's the most expensive thread response ever. It cost me. I had bits falling off the bloody car trying to complete this thread. I tell you.
Yes. Shouldn't that be attached to the car? Ideally, yes.
Yeah, bits falling off the car. Although I had to do 2 takes on that because my laugh couldn't convincingly say the word yes on camera when I asked her to. But she never says yes anyway. So you know what I mean. So we're more estranged, more of an estranged couple.
I think
what's
that's going to go down in history as the greatest YouTube VC video of all time.
Well, that's very kind of you, Nick. Yeah, it was a bloody nightmare to edit. I bit off more than I could chew, but I couldn't let John Bellamy down because he was pointing at me in his thread saying, "Now it's Stevie's." So I thought, "Oh God, what can I do?" So,
Put on the spotlight last year.
so I thought the only way to do it. I mean, it was like lunch and a pub lunch, then it was like a 5-mile bloody hike. Just to please John Bellamy. So, and then bits falling off the car. It got very expensive in the end. So,
I will share your pain when I watch it, Steve. So,
well, thank you. Yeah, make sure you comment. So,
yeah, I certainly will, mate.
Yeah,
Right, hopefully we're getting back. What are you doing tonight, man?
Yeah, sorry, my daughter called me, so she takes precedent.
Oh, I'll let you off there.
Yeah, she's having a crisis, so
Oh dear.
but she'll have to get back on her own steam. So
No. So what's up? What's new up north then, Mr. Walker?
no, I must congratulate Stevie for his masterpiece. I mean, that just takes the VC to another level. I mean, there's a little bit of kind of when
crisis.
when you can produce something like that, that's really nothing to do with the vinyl community. It's just an excellent piece of work. That's all I could say. But there's been a few like
a few people have said my channel is nothing to do with the vinyl community.
Yeah, well, I mean that's something what we all aim for, isn't it?
What to be nothing to do with the vinyl community?
Yeah,
Not a bad thing.
it's far too restrictive, isn't it?
Yeah, there's more to life.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Yeah, but I noticed that.
Well, thank
I know
you for your kind words.
Jimmy Barnes isn't sort of strictly vinyl community, but he's quite imaginative with his production values as well. But I noticed that he'd had another sort of strike on his channel. That's a bit worrying.
Oh dear. Good.
What's the name of the channel?
What, Jimmy Barnes?
Yeah, Jimmy Barnes, isn't it?
Jimmy Barnes,
Yeah.
is it?
Just
Oh,
Jimmy
yeah.
Barnes. Yeah,
There's nobody else called Jimmy Barnes.
there is, but no,
Probably will
I think
be.
he's in Chesterfield, I think.
Right. Okay,
Yeah,
I've got
we
it.
featured in his video for Simon's 20 questions.
Yeah,
Right.
I watched it. Yeah,
Yeah, absolute legend that was.
yeah.
He's got the
Shortest one,
censored
I think.
version of it though.
Yep.
It's still up, the uncensored version.
Yeah. He put He put on his community page though that he'd had a copyright strike for a video from 2 years ago.
Wow.
Wow.
So if he gets another one of those, then he'll have to. He'll get his channel closed down. So it's all right. I'm just reading a text off my daughter. Lost concentration.
3 strikes, isn't it? And you're out, isn't it?
Pardon?
I think it's 3 strikes and you're out. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched your video, Mike. Your 10 British bands.
Oh yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you sort of used it a little bit differently, didn't you? You said that it was like ones that you really.
Yeah, I like to be a bit awkward, Rob. You know.
Well, yeah, I mean, St Etienne. I mean, they're a decent football team, but I'm not sure about the music.
Do you see Vinyl Rich's response, Rob?
Yeah, he don't get much for humour, does he, on that one? I'm sure all the Americans think it's hilarious, but, I've had more fun stubbing my toe.
You know, no word of a lie. I used to have a girlfriend that lived in St Etienne.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, very nice girl.
Thought you were going to say you had a girlfriend who looked like Vinyl Richie then.
Yeah, I've had a few of those.
Yes, sad about Tina Turner today. Very. Tina Turner's passed away.
Oh, shit.
Very sad. Yeah.
Yeah, 83.
Right. Yeah, that's a big one, isn't it?
That is a big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it gives me an excuse to listen to some Tina Turner, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that I wasn't aware that Andy Rock was ill, but then when I see pictures of him, it was quite obvious that he was unwell, wasn't it? We saw a photograph of him.
I think he was a very underrated bass player, probably one of the best indie rock bass players.
People always say this when people die, don't they?
I've always said it. I've said it before he died. He was underrated.
You even said my mate Graham were a good guitarist. I knew you were winding me up then.
He's all right. He's a good.
I've got some CDs if you want to see some.
Oh, what have you brought? How much have you spent this week? 10 pence?
About £9, I think. So most of them were £1. So this was XL and Main Street.
Excellent.
I've got the album, but I don't play it, so no chance of playing the CD really. So that was it's a classic, isn't it?
A good one.
And then this is a classic as well. That were £1.
Yeah.
There was a guy, you always get this when you go to car boot sales and you're looking through the CDs and they've more or less got like 80% of your own collection. But they've got a few gems in there. So, yeah. So that's Wish You Were Here. And then, speaking of Oldham's finest, picked up a copy of the greatest hit.
Shouldn't that say the greatest hit?
Why, which one are you talking about? Don't try and be funny now, Ian.
Is this the album Shagpile?
Yeah. Don't
I've
you
never
start.
seen see any of their stuff.
There we go. So it's got 20 tracks on it. So there's an argument for right, Mike, Vinyl Spiral. What's your favourite in Spiral Carpets track? Is he still there?
Silence.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
What's your favourite in Spiral's track?
Oh, sorry. I'm getting a bit of echo on the.
What's your favourite in Spiral Carpets track?
In Spiral Carpets.
Yeah.
What?
Just googling it.
Yeah. I can hear keyboard.
That's me.
Right. That maybe I was. What about you, Steve? What's your favourite?
I can't stand the Innsbruck carpets.
Oh, gee.
Sorry.
Block Party. Probably none of you have heard of these.
Yeah, I know them.
Yeah.
You're all stuck in the 1960s, aren't you, and 70s?
Yeah, I've
Well,
heard of
these-
that.
I've
Yeah,
heard
I
of
know
it.
Block Party.
So I've been out me and I've told like girls that I was in Block Party and they actually believed me. That's the sort of liar I am. That's before
Helicopters is their other album, isn't it?
that's before the internet. That's like an EP. So I really like the National. So this is their debut.
They've got the new one out now, haven't they?
Yeah, just released it about a month ago. I've seen the National a couple of times. I really like them.
Yeah,
Is
very
that
good.
Is that John Lennon? It looks like him, doesn't it?
It looks like that comedian. What was his name?
Oh, I know you
John
mean.
Lennon.
No, that I can't think of his name.
I think he was in a band, wasn't he?
Bob Dylan, Knocked Out Loaded. I think this was 50p. So I'm not like the biggest Bob Dylan fan, but I keep persevering, hoping that it's going to happen. So I pick up his CDs. I've got a few here. This is like Basement Tapes. This is like
good.
a double. Not as good as The Who. Here's somebody who's Americans love and British people aren't sure about. I like him, but I don't think I like him as much as maybe I should do. Bruce Springsteen.
Wrecking Ball, I've got that.
I
Yeah.
like Bruce Springsteen.
I like him, but I need to listen to him more. But there's always someone else I want to listen to.
Early
I've
stuff.
tried very hard to like Bruce Springsteen and I've failed every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early stuff.
I like his song Streets of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
track. You can keep the rest of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The River.
Yeah.
I love
Hungry
it. The river's
Heart.
great.
Slow
Slow
Train
Train.
Coming, yeah, I've got that one.
That's very
Yeah,
good.
this
Yeah.
was 50p as well. Does anyone know the Avalanches?
Oh yeah.
I know them.
Great Australian band.
Yeah. So pick that up. That was, I think it was £1.
Yeah.
And then
You know the title track of that, the video is absolutely brilliant.
Right. I'll check it out. I've not listened to this yet, but I know who they are, but I'm not sort of delved that much into them. They released an album, was it a couple of years ago, near Christmas?
Yeah.
And then these guys, Paul Heaton and Jacqueline Abbott, Crooked Calypso.
No, I haven't seen. I've not heard that one.
Yeah, Richard McCook's a big fan, isn't he? So I thought I'd get it. My ex-wife was a big fan, so it put me off, but I thought I'd pick it up. Okay, that's it.
That's good. So, have you got an album for us tonight to guess, or
Yeah, I have. Yeah, if you want to play the game.
for you, Mike and
You
Steve?
want to
Life is
Yeah.
the name of the
It's our quiz.
game.
It's
play?
It's a quiz we have that Rob gets one of his compilation albums, and we have to. He either tells us the artist or the song, and we have to guess it. When Richard's up here, none of us stand a chance.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it once. I turned it off though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, that's a bit violent. God, turn
Yeah,
it down.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name the song, and you've got to name the singer or the band. So the first one on track side one is "Knocked It Off."
Oh,
B.A. Robertson.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well done, Nick.
"She's in Love with You."
Oh.
Susie Quattro.
And I Feel Fine.
It's from like 79, 80, this. It's a female artist who was big in the early 70s.
Yeah, Susie Quattro.
Yeah. This is probably Ian's favourite song of all time. Ladies' Night.
Cool in the
Oh.
Gang.
Cool and the Gang. I think this was the first number. Right, if I say the first number one of the 1980s, does anyone know what that is?
Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall.
Well, after
Technically,
that one, the first one after that one.
Ooh.
Female-fronted band.
Human League, Don't You Want Me?
No. Female-fronted.
Pretenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brass in Pocket.
Oh,
Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall
Yeah.
was the last Christmas number one of the 1970s, the last
Yeah.
number one of the 1970s, and it rolled
Yeah.
over into 1980.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
So technically, it was the first number one of that decade.
Look, I'm going to send you to Tel Aviv if you're not careful.
Right. Yeah. I can go dancing then and eating grub of that bint who keeps waving
That
around.
made me laugh that because that advert's always coming up in it about going to Tel Aviv. I've already put my ticket. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me?
Yeah.
This isn't me talking to Nick.
Oh dear.
Do
Is
you
it
know
Dr.
who
Who?
sung that?
yeah, Doctor Hook, isn't it?
No,
Dr. Hook.
no,
Ah,
Bellamy Brothers.
yeah. Well done.
Oh, well done.
I'm not Googling.
I don't think anyone's going to get this. Gonna get along without you now.
Oh,
God.
Ah, is it a duo?
No, it's a female singer. Who's
I-
cheating there?
Yeah, how's that? The Isla Willis?
Yeah, you cheater.
No, it's Ivan Music Man put it up. Well done, Ivan.
All right. The devil went down to Georgia.
Oh, it's on the tip of me tongue.
Oh.
Charlie Daniels.
Yeah. Ian will get this straight away.
Stormy
Rockabilly
Daniels.
Rebel.
Matchbox.
Ah, yeah.
You beat me to it.
I only want. This is me talking to Mazzy. I only want to be with you.
tourists.
Tourists.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a bit of a random one. Okay, Fred.
Now you're a Yaga Yaga or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Who sung it
Oh.
though?
Nice one, Mike.
Not a clue.
Come
Errol
on,
For you.
Rankers Gallery.
Errol Dunkley.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Working for the Yankee Dollar.
Skid.
Skids.
it's
Yeah.
Brilliant track that is.
Luton Airport.
Lorraine Chase.
that's it. Yeah, she was in those adverts, wasn't she?
No, that's not what the group were called.
Oh,
Probably don't know it. Catch UK. Tryouts for the human race.
Sparks.
Yes.
Very
That's
good.
it. That's it. Video stars.
Where do you pick this stuff up from, Walker?
Got loads of them. That's it.
he
This is
he
on.
buys it so you don't have to.
That's a
Classic.
good point.
It's recycling.
There's the
Oh, Jimmy Barnes. That's Rachel's ghost, isn't it? Working for the Yankee or Canadian donor. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I can do a bit of a quiz tonight.
go on then.
I've turned these round. Let's do it like the weatherman. Can we all see these?
Is this a flip chart or something?
It's the backs of the albums that I put up. We'll start with this one. I'll make it big. Hold on. You can all see. Where am I? This one here. Does anyone know? Anyone in the gallery?
Which one are you pointing to, Ian?
Which one?
Oh.
Hang on. Don't work with animals and props. There we
Now,
go.
one of them's Peter Gabriel, and one of them's is it Sky?
Yeah. That was up in honour of Francis Monkman. So we got them two. Which Peter Gabriel one though?
Peter Gabriel's on the other side, isn't it?
Yeah. Which Peter Gabriel album is it?
Is it the
Melt.
third one?
It's Melt number 3, and that's
Melt.
what Sky's that.
Side 2?
Sky 2, yeah. This one you might not get. You might
No.
recognise him.
Nah.
Not a clue.
Is it Cozy Powell?
No, it's he's worked with Meatloaf.
Oh, Jim Steinman.
Yeah, it's his album Bad for Good,
All right,
and
okay.
it's got songs that were on Bat Out of Hell 2, actually, like Out of the Frying Pan Into the Fire.
Right.
Surf's Up's on there as well. What about that one?
Don't know, I can't really see that well.
Is that better?
What's the album? What's the album called? Driftwood.
ACDC.
Yeah, it's the Australian version of TNT.
All
I've
right.
only got these now. We'll start with that one.
It's not Japan, is it?
No.
No. You want a clue?
Yeah.
My favourite band.
Status Quo.
Marillion.
No, Status Quo, but which album cover?
Oh, God,
Oh,
no.
is it that? Is that with that woman sat on the front?
That's the one. What's it called?
I don't know. Some cafe or something, isn't it?
Mark Kelly's Greasy Spoon.
That's the one, yeah.
And this one.
This is the worst PowerPoint ever.
Here is a wee cloud. Lots of rain next week.
Oh, it's not the Vapors, is it?
No, it's an American band. Wyoming Dave's got it. He's got
like
the group.
Doobie Brothers or something.
No, he's got the group.
Who is it?
Wyoming Dave's got the group. It's ZZ Top.
All right.
But which album?
Don't know.
Don't know.
Fandango.
All right.
Oh, ZZ Top.
Fandango, yeah. Right, let's put this back. So you got most of them. Well done, chaps.
This is very stressful, the live stream.
There we go. That's just Rocky having his sixpenneth. So tomorrow night, I'm off to see T-Rextasy.
Yeah. Refuse to go to any tribute bands, me.
Well, unfortunately, Rob, Mark's been dead how many years?
He's not been dead long enough.
Mr. McCook after you. I mean,
Right.
I was only, 11 when Mark Bowden died, so this is the nearest I'm going to get, and I'm looking forward to it.
I can remember that accident quite clearly, that happening. Can you, Mike?
But was it an accident?
It wasn't an accident.
What?
Talk amongst yourselves.
You were in a car crash, weren't you?
It's drug overdose, wasn't it?
No.
I thought the Mini was tampered with or something.
Oh, well, I don't know the full story. You tell me.
I don't know. I'm not saying anything.
His girlfriend was driving the Mini, and they went into a tree, apparently, which is now a bit of a homage to him, isn't it?
No, but what's the story behind it all? Because I'm unaware of all that.
Didn't he have a disagreement with one of his musicians, one of the guitarists or something, and it was believed that the axle was tampered with or something. That, or I don't know. Maybe there's just a conspiracy. I don't know.
I think that's a conspiracy, but he was driven by his girlfriend, wasn't it? What's her name? The singer.
Is it Gloria Jones?
That's it. Who tried to change his direction, and it was not very good. And then he went. His last album's much better, but
yeah.
I'm going to have to sort my dog out for 5
Yeah,
minutes.
go and sort your dog out.
Rob, you're in charge.
You know, Steve, can I just ask you about that video that you did? How long did it take you to shoot that?
Bloody ages.
I wonder where you've been.
It was like an afternoon doing the first part, and then it was like a day out, and then it was about a week editing it every afternoon.
Wow.
And there was like something like 30. I got it down to 5 big chunks, but each chunk was about 5 or 6 scenes, and there's about 30 different scenes and different bits and bobs in it. And I was just like practicing with the editor. So, oh, this is good practice. And I thought, oh fuck me, this is taking forever. And it was like bloody nightmare, because I was thinking about the narrative and then using bits of John's video to explain it, and thought, well, how do I get from this bit of the narrative to that, you know? And then I thought, I don't even have a single Yes LP. So
you deserve the BAFTA for that, Stephen.
What really upsets me is, you know, I did like a record store kind of piss take video, where I managed to not show a single record store. I wasn't going to do a video. We were just out visiting my mom, and so I thought, well, let's you know, it's middle of the day. Let's just shoot 5 minutes in the record shop in Wimborne.
Yeah, I remember that.
I thought it was a Robert Fripp, a couple of clips from the internet, about an hour's work, and that's got like a ton more views. You know, like what's wrong with people? You know?
No, it hasn't. It's hard to clickbait something like that, because the picture that you've got is a little bit. It's all right for us who know you. But for people
I know. Well, I was going to have a picture of me being shot, but then I thought I don't want to give it away, so I just thought me in the pub. It just, you know, it'll trick people. Don't know. I quite like that about videos where you sort of click on it, you think, and then halfway through you think, "What the hell am I watching?" You know, this is just going on wild tangent. You know.
Yeah, that's one of my pet peeves about the vinyl community is. Well, Ian does one of my pet peeves, but I'll get onto that in a minute. One of my pet peeves is, you know, when people put like a screenshot of themselves, like pulling a face, you know.
Oh my God, like the shock face.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. I can't stand it.
That winds me up. And then another one is like what Ian does, you know, like this 15 hours until Vinyl Dale's going to appear, you know, something like that. Cringy. Why'd you do that, Ian?
Didn't know I did it.
Of course you do. You did it today.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. Like.
Yeah, well, Rob. Some of us are busy schedules, you see, so we need all that notice.
Yeah. I was, you know, this question about your favourite sort of UK bands. I thought the twist on it is, what are your favourites? Are they bands? If you could choose, would it be bands or solo artists? Which one would you go for?
You gotta have bands, haven't you? Really.
Bands.
Unless you're a big fan of Bowie, and then you're screwed, aren't you? Really.
Bowie, Dylan, Kate Bush, Neil Young. There's loads of solo artists, though.
Yeah. I mean, PJ Harvey.
There's loads.
But if it's UK, you've got to drag Kate Bush into it all the time, haven't you? Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but David Bowie as well. I mean, David Bowie's massive, isn't he?
I share my birthday with PJ Harvey.
Really?
Does she know?
He asked you a present or something.
But I also share it with John Lennon. So
Is it the 9th of October?
that is absolutely spot on, sir.
Are you impressed with that?
I am. You must have got it on John Lennon. Definitely not.
Yeah, John
DJ.
Lennon. Yeah. Are you going to do? I think I'm on your. For doing something on my birthday.
Yeah.
Am I on the list?
Dave's the one that knows that. I'm sure you are.
When's your birthday, Stevie?
May.
I've missed it.
Yeah, May 10th. So I
Oh,
don't
right.
know. I think there's a couple of famous people.
Yeah, my ex-Dutch girlfriend, that was her birthday.
Of course.
I'm not going to forget that, am I?
Jimmy shares his birthday with George Michael.
Who does?
Jimmy Barnes.
Oh, right.
So do I.
I'm not sure which one's the more alive.
There we go.
When's your birthday, Mike?
January.
Right.
I'm just Googling my birthday here. I'll tell you.
Who'd you share it with?
I hate you.
Oh my God, Bono.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
Bono, Sid Vicious, Fred Astaire.
Oh,
When is it? Like 14th of January?
No, me in May.
Oh, right. Bono, yeah. Dennis Bergkamp as well.
But we don't talk about him.
Have a look at Dennis Bergkamp's birthday is the 10th of May.
would you be quiet? You're being naughty tonight.
Do you want to see a couple of records I bought?
Yeah.
Go on then, Steve. I'll make you nice and big.
Oh, we'll have a quiz.
Oh, another quiz. I like quizzes.
Okay,
You having
so-
a bad hair day?
Because you couldn't come on, I was like, put this on to be you. Okay, first one. Name me a film that had Ringo Starr in it and Keith Moon in it.
That'll be the day.
Tommy.
Correct.
That'll be done, yeah.
$3.99, not bad, eh?
On
Yeah, I remember that
Ronco,
film, yeah.
on the Ronco label.
On the Ronco label. Guess what was with it for a bonus prize point? What was the sequel?
Stardust.
There you go.
Well done, Nick.
I knew
He
Nick with
dies
that.
at the end, doesn't he? Or
Yeah.
he's taken away after a
Dave
drug.
Essex in that one.
And they credit
Faces in it, isn't he?
they credit the Stray Cats, which were the group in the film with the songs. So it's $3.99. Do you think it's a deal or no deal?
Yeah, he's in good nick then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's in good nick, it's not bad.
Jim McLean and Stray Cats or something, isn't it?
Yeah. Jim McLean was the character. Okay. The back of a 12-inch. I'll just cover up the thing. Back of a 12-inch. Who is this?
Simple Minds.
Oh, easy. Yeah.
Street.
It's £3. Okay. Who is this band? It's on 4AD. What was their name before this name?
Don't know that. Is it not Cocktail Twins, is it?
Oh, very close, but not quite. They're not German, but they're Dutch, I think.
I don't know.
Too Unlimited.
No. I had to run to the bin to get this because I thought I saw it like from a mile off, and I thought I'm having that.
Who is it?
Well, this is Zymox.
I don't know it.
And before that, you don't know. And before that was
I
Planet
don't know.
Zymox. They're a bit like the Dutch version of Exmal Deutschland, early 80s indie. you don't need, you know, I'm the 80s indie kid as well. So I love Clan of Zymox, XML Deutschland, but they changed the name to Zymox a bit later on. I think it's 84, 85. Well, I'm disappointed you didn't know that, really.
No.
Sounds like a brand of weed killer.
It probably is in Holland, you know. All right. Series, which LP had one side Who, one side Hendrix? Easy.
One of the Backtrack albums, isn't it?
Backtrack 3. Yeah. Yeah, that one, yeah. Okay, out of the series of 5, how many have the Who on them?
4.
Hang on, I have to put my glasses on.
It's more than 5.
Is there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's about 12 or 14.
All right, I'm going off the back there. Look. So I think there's three Who Hendrix there, aren't there?
Yeah, I've got one of those. I've got a red one.
Yeah, well, no prizes for the last one. I bought that today, and I bought this today. This is the first time I've ever had an LP by this band.
Yeah.
You might know them. I've never had an LP by this band.
Yeah, Black Sabbath.
Oh, what a good album that is.
Yeah, so snap that up. So that's the end of quiz.
Yeah, I'm the same. I picked up their greatest hits a couple of years ago. It's not really my thing.
Is it? That's a shame.
Yeah.
You've got to have a copy, haven't you, really?
Yeah.
Hang on, what's Nick showing?
What's Nick showing there? Oh, fact check.
It's an article out of an old record collector magazine. I've got about 3 or 4 of them. There's 14 altogether.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
14? Good grief.
Yeah. Yeah, 14. They're all sort of showing the artists that appeared on the track label. Crazy World of Arthur Brown's on one of them.
Yeah.
I can't see the others. Yeah,
number 1 is Hendrix and Arthur Brown. Number 2 is Hendrix and Thunderclap Newman, Fairport Convention, and Arthur Brown. 3 is this one. Number 4 is also Who Hendrix. Number 5 is Who Hendrix. And number 6 is something got the Sand Pebbles.
Yeah, various
the Parliaments, the Precisions, the Debonaires. The rest of it, I have no idea.
Number 7's various artists. Number 8's The Who. Number 9, The Who. Number 10 is Hendrix. Number 11 is Hendrix. 12 is Arthur Brown. 13, Murray Roman. Wouldn't know who that is. And the last one is The Who, John Entwistle, in brackets.
Stevie, I liked on that video when you was going on about Battersea Power Station, how it was famous.
Yeah.
Then you showed the inside of Quadrophenia.
I haven't got animals. Can you believe that?
Yeah, and then at the end, I think Harris Pilson said he was just hoping that you was going to have the wrong album.
He said, yeah, the only way this gets better if he's brought the wrong album. Yeah, you know what? I genuinely thought. I mean, I'm obviously very, very clued up on prog rock, as you know.
Yeah.
But I genuinely thought, oh, there's bound to be a connection between ELP and Yes. They're all playing for each other, or I thought there's bound, and there isn't one.
No.
Apart from the fact they insisted on having like a private jet each when they were flying around.
Yeah.
And then I discovered Emerson had shot himself, so I thought, oh, I wonder if this is appropriate,
How far was it from where you live then? Is it within
well,
like an hour?
I'm over in Dartmoor, right. So I had to I had to go to Oakhampton. You could go to a reservoir, but it's quite a hike. But if you come down from Oakhampton in Devon onto Dartmoor, there's an army camp, and as long as the there's like that guard box, as long as it's open, the range is open, you can drive on. But then the road just stops. On the map, you think the road can carry on. So I thought, oh, bugger it, the road's stopped. We'll have to bloody walk now.
Yeah.
So it was a good, couple of kilometers. And I tell you what, this is really suffering for the art. So Faye was really upset because she was like, you're taking me out for a Chinese at 200 subs, and there we are. I bought her sandwiches. I said, right, well, the Yes Tour is up there. And so we went up the north face of this thing, not realizing there's like a longer path that you can walk that goes round gently, right round to the other side, just walk straight up it. And so we went right up the north face, and she was, she was like, right, you're taking me out now, Yeah. And I got up there, and this jogger comes up, and he's like, what are you doing? And I said, well, it's progressive rock. Don't you know where you are? And he was like, gave us a strange stare, and I said, well, if you've heard of the group Yes, haven't you? He said, well, why have you got an ELP cover then? And I said, well, it's complicated. I'm making a video.
Yeah, it was like I liked it with the dog talking to you as well. Like in your dream.
Well, that was me practicing on the editor, just trying to mimic my voice without moving my lips. If I can add a soundtrack of me and get away. I like the puppy bit where he said, because I tell you what, John Bellamy is like, if you listen to what he's saying, he's like some sort of quiet genius. Because I was like looking at his video again. He's talking about the SAS. He's adopted a puppy. He's been up a bloody pyramid. So I thought, well, I've got to deliver the goods here, because he's been up a pyramid, for God's sake,
I've met.
I've been up a pyramid in Mexico.
The same one?
Probably, yeah.
I might have known.
Mayo something. I've been to the famous one as well.
Yeah.
One of the 7 wonders of the world.
Right. Well, there's another thread right there, isn't there? Pyramids in the vinyl community.
The same. I've met John Bellamy.
He's got a shed load of records, isn't he?
Yeah, so we had a VC meetup in Bristol. So I drove down to Bristol. There was about 5 or 6 of us, and he lives like Cardiff way over there. So it was about an hour for him driving over. But really, really nice guy. But it's funny how you sort of said about. I think I had a look yesterday how many people have viewed it. Is it like about 340 or something?
I will check now.
Because I remember thinking, that deserves to be watched by, like you get some of these other channels in America who they put a nice top on and they get 10,000 views.
You got anyone in mind there?
If just a quarter of those people would go and watch that video, it's just so well done. I'm not blowing smoke, it's just I just enjoyed it so much. I'm sure.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. As long as people appreciate it, it's just a good laugh. But here it comes. Yeah, 304. And I tell you what, the record fair. I did a video on the record fair, flipping through. And people just love a rummage, that's got 500 views, and it's like, what's wrong with you? So I put an end card on the end of that to send them to the other video, and it's they're just
I love those as well. But there's always a record that whoever's doing it passes by, and you think, why didn't you pick that up?
Yeah.
I did have an important milestone recently, because I know he's in the chat. I can see him. And that is, I absolutely passed Ricefield Records' number of subscribers. I'm absolutely killing him. So,
good for you.
But
it's a bit of friendly rivalry.
Simon, you'll agree. Simon can make a video where he's pontificating and boring us all to death, or he can flick through records at at a car boot sale, and is it about 7,000 views, something like that?
Yeah, it goes mad, doesn't it?
People just love a rummage, I tell you.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's nothing wrong with a rummage, is there?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to make my first sort of outside thing tomorrow at this gig, so I'm sure I'm no great producer, but I'm going to try and film bits of this Mark Bolan tribute tomorrow.
Where's that? Is it at the Road Mender?
It's in Kettering.
Is it? Oh, what, the pub?
No, was it the Lighthouse Theatre?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a big hoo-ha about that place. They're closing it down, aren't they?
Yeah, apparently. We can't get a license or something, so this could be one of the last gigs.
Yeah.
I've got a question for everybody. So I think I know what Stevie's answer would be to this question, and maybe even Nick. But if you could only have one CD on in your car forever, which CD would you keep on in your car?
Oh.
Quadrophenia.
Oh, I haven't got it. You know what? I haven't got it on CD, I don't think.
Really?
Oh, that's.
Does it have to be an album or compilation?
Pardon?
An album or compilation?
Anything, a CD that you'd have in the car.
Well, I've been playing this one a lot recently. Procolaram's first one.
What is it?
Oh, that's a good one,
Full
Mark.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had that in my car, I want to break down.
Yeah.
Is this a good time to tell you I don't have a CD player in my car?
Well, you can just, use your imagination.
I'd have Out of the Blue ELO.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I think
What would you have, Simon?
Blur, the best of.
I'd probably have Now 34.
Now 34 of all the great albums, you chose one of them.
Got Oasis on it, and I think it's got Shed 7 as well.
Oh.
Hey, populations are underrated, aren't they?
Right. Yeah.
Guys, when does this live stream go on till? Just can I ask?
I only do 2 hours because I only get 20 hours of.
I've got to jump in the car now and pick the missus up from the bus stop.
Yeah, Steve, just for you.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
The original paperback book.
I've
Very
got
good.
Green Day International Super Hits in the car at the moment. That's good, Tom.
There's some good ones coming up from the gallery tonight. Led Zeppelin 1. Louis would have the Trio Crimson. Mastermind Dave would have Greatest Hits Chris Rea.
Is he still driving home for bloody Christmas? What's he playing?
I hate
He's
those
stuck
ones.
on the M25.
Yeah, stuck on the A14.
I've just got to go to the bus stop. Shall I stay logged on or not?
Oh,
Yes, Stephen.
yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to disappear from the screen. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Okay, then.
All right. I'll leave it on.
Well, I found the only Ronco album I've got, and you're going to laugh at this.
Disney, is it?
Oh, Disney, yeah.
Yeah. It's got some great tunes on here. Bare Necessities. Whistle Stop. Whistle While You Work. Hi Ho. When Can I See an Elephant Fly? It's great. It's got a great picture on the back. Got all the old proper Disney. None of this rubbish. Proper Disney, that is.
She's a Manchester City player and a England player.
Right. No.
So the 4 things. That's why I believe right.
Why?
Because, so first of all, like town centres are completely different to us
Does he realise he's got his mic on? We can hear all the domestics.
Good job
Don't
I ain't
get-
gone toilet then.
Yeah.
Then go over, put in your coat, then find it in the dark. So just find it. You've got to put your heart on.
Jimmy Barnes says, "Is that a woman's voice on this string? Is it not a leap year? We might get a real female on soon."
My daughter wanted to come on earlier.
Who did?
My little girl, she's only 10. She wanted to come on and say hello.
Oh,
But she came in 5 minutes.
I don't know if Good evening, Charles. Well, I must admit, this has really cheered me up today. I've not last couple of days haven't been good, so it's been fun being with some good people. You'd be pleased to know that I'm starting to put together another competition.
Another one?
Oh,
Yeah, should be a good one. Won't be as hard as the last one, although I enjoyed rattling your brains. This one won't rattle your brains so much. So,
I made a list for your last competition, but I didn't manage to get a bloody video done.
that's a shame.
I still got it actually.
Go and find it then. We'll let him go to.
it's too late now, Nick.
Yeah, too late.
Well-
You're not going to win the prize because Rob in Canada won it.
Oh, well. Yeah, it came to 29 minutes and 49 seconds.
Okay, let's have a. I'll make you big and you tell us what you would have. This is what you would have won.
What, the speedboat?
Yeah, when you live in the middle of the country.
Yeah. Bloody, they didn't have come with some crap prizes and that bullseye, didn't they?
Yeah. How could you split a speedboat between two people? Cut it in half.
Well, exactly. Well, here's what you could have won: a Morris Marina.
Okay, what's your list there then?
Cars, the Premier mix.
Oh.
Gary Newman. 3 minutes and 42 seconds. My Generation by The Who. 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Is somebody adding these up and double checking?
No,
Babylon's,
we'll take your word for it.
Babylon's Burning. That's the ruts, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 minutes 30. One Step Beyond. Well, that needs no introduction. That's 2 minutes 17. Brave New World, Toya, 3 minutes 33. Going Underground, The Jam, 2 minutes 53. Here's a good one. Land of a Thousand Dances, Wilson Pickett, 2 minutes 23. Squeeze Me, Please Me. Who sang that? Slade.
Slade.
Yeah, 3 minutes 27. Guns of Navarone, that's a specials cover. 2 minutes 25. Here's one you won't get. I've got the album behind me actually in the box. It's a song called Fighting. This is a sort of thing that Mike could love. One of these unusual artists. It's a song called Fighting Trousers by a bloke called Professor Elemental.
I've not heard of that, Nick.
Have you?
Sounds good.
You've heard it first. Mike's not heard of something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, there's lots of things I've not heard of.
3 minutes 16, that is. So, yeah. But what I was thinking of doing, I was thinking about doing videos, old threads revisited. So I might do that one.
Yeah, you can do that. Just put
People say they're stuck for ideas, for content and that. So, yeah, just go back over old threads, put a new take on them.
It was good. Right, really good. And I'm glad because I didn't have a sale up until then.
Right.
Rob's daughter's got a lot to say.
Yeah, it's an original idea. Why don't you fill up the other side of the tape?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, that's a question that there'll be a competition.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. That's good, isn't it?
Oh, brilliant.
Hey.
Still in the shrink wrap, never been opened. Professor Elemental.
Oh, that's concert buddies a thing, isn't it? Having
So what year is that from then, Nick?
Yeah.
2018.
All right.
Yeah, the album's called The Indifference Engine. And it's like sort of steampunk, sort of gentleman rhyming.
Hey, look at this. Oh, sorry. At work.
But yeah, the one I like the best off there is a song called Fighting Trousers.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I've never opened it, never played. This is the last record my partner got me. Who sadly passed away about a year and a half ago. I never opened it and played it.
The gold, you know, that won England Euros.
But she said that. Oh,
She told me you didn't really know who she were.
no, but I was like chatting to her whilst putting everything through, and she went, "Is there?"
I'll just turn him off. It may be personal. I'll have to remind him when he goes off and has conversations, turn your mic off. Anyway, I've got to answer this. What do you mean by dim-witted? Obscure, dim-witted? Right? No, that's obscure. It's in the answer's in the question. It's gone definitely quiet now. We've turned her off.
I'm gonna message you. I said with the shoes, if
They're talking about shoes now.
That's
Well, you
quite
don't get that on any other stream, do you? Domestics about shoes.
No, it's a woman thing.
Yeah.
I've got about. I think I own about shoes. I think I own about all the shoes I've got and boots and trainers. I only own about 20 pairs.
Bloody hell.
So,
Oh yeah,
Is that all?
that's all. Yeah.
That's shitloads, that is. Sorry, that's a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
You know, one of my ex-girlfriends was Imelda Marcos. I think she had a pair of shoes for every day of the week. I turned your mic off in the end, Rob.
Yeah, my daughter's just come in, so.
Oh.
There was a bit of a shoe emergency, wasn't there?
She was telling me that, so she works at Prada, and I think she said, I can't remember her name, Chloe, some girl, and it ends up being the girl who scored the goal to win England the Euros.
Oh, Chloe Kelly.
That's right, yeah. So Eleanor's been selling her some stuff. She spent quite a lot of money at Prada today. So, but they were nearly they were just closing when she went in, so she was a bit stressed. So,
All right, some in it.
but she has dealings with like Man City players and United players and all sorts of people.
So who's going to win the cup then, Rob?
City,
Are they going to do the treble?
yeah.
Does
Looks
anyone
like it.
disagree with that?
yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
I don't want to say anything on the grounds that I might incriminate myself.
I mean, the thing is that Man United are going to be so up for the game against City, though, because they can be denying City winning the treble. So, but I just think City have got the quality to beat them. Are you a football fan, Mike?
No. Rugby league's my sport.
Oh, you rugby, yeah.
Yeah, these Rhinos.
The guy I work with, he used to play rugby league.
Cup of tea, please.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he played for
Well, anyone
Swindon.
good?
Well, he had a chance of playing for Castleford once, but he
All right.
turned down transfer. But
Well, because it was in Yorkshire.
yeah. Well, he played for Swinton and Rochdale. But he's got his. You can get his biography on Amazon, so that's quite unique.
Okay,
I listened to Noel Gallagher on Talk More Sport saying about if City was to win the treble, that it would only equal United's records rather than better it. You know, you can't compare the two teams of two different eras, can you?
No.
You know?
Yeah, there's one there for you, Rob. From Charles Watt. How is he getting on with the new Marillion debut?
I've not played it yet. That's the thing. You buy so many. You get CDs cheap, and I live with them in my car, but it's about a 20-minute drive to work, 20-minute back. So I'm listening to that Bob Dylan. So, you know, it takes a little bit of time, doesn't it? So, and then every weekend you go out and spend another tenner and get another 12, 15 CDs. It gets a bit overwhelming, but I've not actually bought a new album this year, a new release.
Something like you.
I know, but I can't justify it. So Squid, I like Squid. They released a debut a couple of years ago, and I
think they got a new one out next month.
Coming out in June, June the 9th.
Yeah.
So, and Stevie, you mentioned the National. I've seen them a couple of times, and I've streamed that album. I like it.
I've been listening to it online. I'm pretty impressed, I have to say.
Yeah, this is a brilliant album, isn't it?
That's the one. Yeah, Bright Green Fields.
Yeah.
I'm impressed you've just got that to hand.
Yeah. I
think
they're fantastic.
Mike. Have you seen them live? I went to see him a couple of years ago with my son.
No, not yet.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
Have you bought any new releases this year? Who on the panel has bought a new release this year?
I haven't yet.
No.
No, I haven't.
Several.
What have you bought, Nick?
No.
The Dance Craze album.
No, I mean a new release, not a re-release.
Oh, The Damned. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm going to be buying one soon, though. Well, it's not a brand new album, but it's a newish.
Have you heard of? You'll have heard of Moon Duo. Do you know them, Mike? Yeah, The Damned.
Yeah.
Is that any good, Nick?
Yeah, it's a good album.
I've not played it yet. Not played it yet. But me and the daughter went to see him a while ago at the Ali Pally in London. Brilliant.
Who picked up that Church album? Wasn't it you, Nick? Wasn't it?
The Church?
Yeah, wasn't that this year?
No, I couldn't even tell you what the Church sing. I wouldn't know about it. They're Australian, and they.
Yeah.
That's about all I know.
Do you like the Church, Mike?
Oh, what?
Church.
They're all right. They're all right. I don't. No, I'm pretty certain I haven't got any of their albums. Yeah.
What Australian artists do you like?
Australian artists?
Yeah.
Well, Amyl and the Sniffers, favourite punk band.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're good.
Saw them in the summer and they were brilliant.
Yeah, they released an album, was it about 3 years ago? It was a big seller.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think they're on their third album now. I like Tame Impala as well.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
big
I
fan
like
of.
I like the last album, Slow Rush.
I'm a big fan of Midnight Oil.
I've got one of those albums.
Well, I don't mind In Excess. Don't mind them.
Has anyone heard of the Parcels?
No.
No.
I used to work for Parcel Force years ago.
It's Amazon.
It's like psychedelic disco. Really like Tame Impala.
I've had
about you,
Antidote.
Stevie? What Australian music do you like?
Oh, what was that one? Hey Little Girl.
Ice House.
I like Ice House a lot. Yeah, but that's about it. Split Ends in New Zealand, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's it. That's it, really. I'm not really that into Australasian groups.
Is it? Yeah, but is it just that you can't be bothered listening to it?
Well, I had a long break from music. Hang on, my other half wants to say something. Hang on a sec.
Has anyone heard of Kings of the Sun? They're an Australian band.
Yeah.
I've seen them. They supported Kiss.
Was
I
it
already
Brother?
don't
Wasn't
like
it their album? Was it Brother?
Black Leather.
That's it, Black Leather.
Hang on. Miss Cupboard wants to say something to the panel. Go on.
Kumusta mo tanan?
And again.
Kumusta mo tanan?
All right, thank you. Yeah. Don't never get a bride off the internet, folks.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
what are you saying?
That's the first time we've had a real lady, even the voice, on the channel.
It's sad, really, isn't it? It's really sad.
That Kings of the Sun album's worth a few quid, Ian.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, go check it out on eBay.
Yeah, I brought that at the gig because it were that good.
Yeah.
It's the only one I've got on vinyl. The others I've got on cassette and CD, but there's quite a few. They're a good band. But it's a good one from Pulsar, a band that I got into not very long ago, and I think they are brilliant. King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah, I've
Gears.
seen that.
Yeah, I
I've seen
forgot
that.
about them. Brilliant.
I'd never heard of them until about 8 months ago.
I think Rob's a big fan of theirs, and you, Rob.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Do you watch Ben Rankin's channel? He's over in Melbourne.
Yeah, yeah, I know Ben. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big Gizzard fan.
Yeah, but he sort of introduced you to so much Australian music because that's all he shows, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good way in, though, isn't it? Quite honest. I mean, up until the only bands I really knew from Australia are AC/DC and In Excess, Midnight Oil, and thing.
Men at Work.
Men at Work, yeah.
No, there's hundreds of great Australian bands, but it's like you need the time to discover them, don't you? You know, we've only got so much time. We want to listen to what we love. How much time do you spend discovering music? 10% of the time, 5%.
Rob, just to finish answer your question earlier. No, I had a huge gap of listening, and I kind of gave up music towards the end of the 80s and had a few CDs here or there. So I haven't actually. My YouTube channel was supposed to be like reconnecting with my old vinyl collection. Yeah. So I'm just trying to assemble a decent stereo stuff. I mean, I'm just streaming stuff off YouTube most of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm building up to. I've got half the gear set up for my listening room. I've just got to convince the other half to move her shoes over, and the cupboard she's taken over. That's
all right. Yeah,
so
you
that,
could do
that,
Steve on top with the missing years.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean that's why I did this thing with Ricefield, because we both had a huge gap in our listening and gave up music, and then kind of came back to the vinyl, and started getting enthusiastic again. So I haven't, just listening to quite a few things, but not really with my finger on the pulse,
Yeah, anyone who's watched Michael and Stevie's conversations won't be surprised when they see the video that he made for the John Bellamy video, because they have conversations about what type of videos and what sort of creators they want to be. So it wasn't a surprise to me when he came up with that epic.
Do you know? Rice sent me. That's how I sort of started watching Ian. He sent me a link with a timestamp for one of Ian's live streams. You're on it, going, What do you think about these content creators? Then it's rubbish, isn't it? Who do they think they are?
You should really do that 10 Commandments suggestion. That's a brilliant idea for a video.
I don't like sharing the screen with content creators. They make me want to vomit.
Okay.
Oh, see, he's on. There's one banging on his head now. But this is the only stream that Rob appears on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say though, like watching like the vinyl community channels, I think the UK channels are really killing it right now. I think all the people here, all the other UK channels, I think it's really good at the moment. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there are good channels across the Atlantic. Mind you, most of them are in Canada, I think.
Yeah. Well, the headquarters of the vinyl community is in Seattle, so you've got to run it all past there.
Yeah.
It all depends on what you like, isn't it? To be honest.
Well, yeah. I mean, when I first started getting into vinyl community, I was watching Maslow's videos, and then I decided that life's too short, and I don't bother anymore.
Yeah, they're all the same.
They should do short.
And he always says, in my humble opinion, and he doesn't mean it. You know what he really means is that I'm right, and if you don't agree with me, you're wrong.
Yeah, he's been sort of in the music industry, sort of, and he's got a lot of knowledge, but I can't watch him anymore.
I liked it when he had a bit of a hissy 2 years ago when Rob had the temerity to do to do the vinyl tag.
Oh yeah. Were you watching them, Mike? Then I
was, yeah.
So what made you sort of step up and start a channel? What was it?
I've been meaning to do it for quite a long time, and I just sort of, I just thought, there's always a bit of reticence, isn't there? You think, well, I'm going to go on and I'm going to be stuck on 0 views, 0 subs, forever.
Yeah.
Mike, have you been tempted with the old shorts? Like the crack cocaine of YouTube, the shorts.
I don't know. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's a quick fix, isn't it?
It's quite interesting, because trying to put something interesting in like 59 seconds is quite. Yeah. I've had a bit of fun on the editor with that, chopping things up, and I think if you bring something, you can be surprised how many likes you get on them and stuff like that.
I have fun doing mine. I mean,
but I mean, you're a step above the rest of us, Steve. When it comes to content and.
Well, I don't know about
thinking about it. I just sit here in front of the camera, and
I'm sat here on I'm sat here on an old phone, and the computers here was 15 quid off eBay.
Yeah.
So
you know how to do these things. I don't.
Well, all you have to do is like get an editor and just tap into YouTube how to do this on this editor, and there's loads of them, So it doesn't take too long. Just Just do one little skill every video. You soon pick it up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I've got a really good video editor. I use
I
Magic.
might have a go. I might have a go.
I don't use.
Oh, is there?
No.
You see, we're all different.
There is,
Yeah, sorry,
there is
we're all
a-
different. But when we all get together, it's the knowledge between the whole of the group, especially on this panel. There's so much music experience, different genres.
Yeah.
What are you shaking your head for?
My
It's,
musical knowledge is very bad. I have to admit that.
it is the it's like it's a challenge. But
Well, you know, you got a speciality, don't you, Steve?
I've got to make up for it in other areas. You know.
Yeah.
My era isn't really discussed, the sort of the noughties and the 90s. You know.
yeah.
Nothing going on there, is there?
No.
Oasis, Blur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The VC is kind of really dominated by the 1970s, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
70s and
Classic
80s.
rock.
Yeah.
That's what it's dominated by.
Yeah, it's because we're all old men, isn't it?
Yeah, but Rob, you might agree with me because I remember an early comment of yours. I was saying, you know, 78, 79 to 83. That's when it all happened. Early 80s, indie, new wave. It was all kicking off. And I think you agreed with me. And I don't see a lot of like early 80s indie, you know?
No.
No.
I
mean, you get a lot of early 70s stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to sort of represent my love of sort of early 80s with Echo and the Bunnymen and New Order, you know, in my favourite bands. And then sort of a homage to the 90s with the Super Furry Animals. Public Image Limited, you know, they're a late 70s, early 80s band, aren't they? So,
yeah.
And a couple of classics, sort of. But I noticed, like, people in the UK, I haven't seen anyone choose the Beatles yet in their top 10. Quite interesting.
Hey, I'm determined never to even mention them on my channel.
Yeah.
Well, the Ruttles were slightly better, really.
Well, they were, yeah. I mean, they were the originals, weren't they? The Prefab 4.
Right, in it.
Yeah.
I was wondering that, and I was waiting for it, and I thought, that's excellent.
Yeah. Sometimes I can't help myself, you know. Occasionally, I just want to say really awful things about Paul McCartney, and I don't know, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I can imagine a lot of Americans watching your video, Mike, and like, what the hell is he talking about?
Too early in your YouTube career to be slating Paul McCartney.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a way to be permanently ostracised, isn't it?
Yeah. I think you're destined to keep under 200 subs.
I'm just going to make a response to this. I don't watch.
Hey, it's not the number; it's the quality, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
I'm just going to make a response to this. I watch Richard McCook and Jimmy Barnes, and they're only the people on here. Really, I don't have time to. You know, once I finish doing my bit for my channel, I watch something else. I don't know how the other fans. Do you watch everybody, or do you just watch certain things? I know Rob doesn't watch mine.
No, I watch a lot of channels. So I watch a lot of people in America. I watch a lot of people. I try to keep in with a lot of people. And it's a lot of time, a lot of effort in doing it. But I enjoy it.
Nick's got his finger up there.
Yeah,
Nick wants to go in.
My phone's battery is down to 4%, so I'm going to have to bugger off and charge it up.
Okay, well, we're not going to be too far behind you, Nick, because I want to keep the time for other streams.
See you soon, mate.
I wish you all good night and nice to see you.
See you again.
Take care.
Cheerio.
Right.
Yeah, I think we can go for another 5 minutes or so because I only get 20 hours and I want to get everything in. Oh, it's been a great stream tonight. New faces. Getting ourselves about.
I've enjoyed it. I'm glad I put my feet in the water here. You know, it's it's been great.
I think this is my first proper live stream. I think first proper one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you'd done some before, Steve.
Well, I know I came on to
Some
say
duos,
hello, to say hello, and I was thoroughly ignored, but
All right, yeah.
this is the only one with conversation, Well, I did the ones with Rice, but that was more like one-to-one chatty. This is the first like groupie live stream proper one.
I'm just the host. You just chat away.
I want to say to Simon, I'm going to have a go. I think I'll do your 20 questions.
Yeah.
And Richard McCook's 10. I think I might do like a 20 plus 10 mashup or something like that.
It's be quite a lengthy video, won't it? If you.
Well, no, I'm going not the way I'm going to do it. One answer will answer like 4 questions at a time or something like that.
Yeah, there's a few you've broken it up like that.
Yeah, but with respect, of course, to the author. Yeah.
There's a bit of a craze at the moment in the VC, isn't there? With quite a few people doing these, questions.
Yeah.
Shouldn't there be some rules?
About questions.
Limit the number of questions, because there's just questions everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than doing a contest, isn't it?
A couple of months ago, who was it who wanted to show 100 albums?
Oh yeah, that was
yeah, I saw
Dots
that.
and Loops. Yeah.
I'm having trouble. I don't know if you guys, Mike and Steve. Rob set me a challenge to do my top 100 bands.
Artists, yeah.
Artists. I've got 37 on the list.
Yeah.
That'll
be at Christmas. You'll find that out.
Didn't you just say what a ridiculous idea and forget it? But you're actually doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do 100 on one day. I'm going to split it into
little
segments. I'm not. When I started my channel, it's funny. When I do this marathon day, I'm going to do 26 albums, and I thought, no, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I split it into 2 parts now.
How many, Ian? This is quite a good hobby for you, Ian. How many videos are you doing a day?
2 a day.
Did you go out for groceries or anything?
Oh yeah, I do. I do go out. This actually started out with some therapy for me.
Oh right, okay. Yeah.
And the ball kept going, and I love it. I love doing it, and I love doing this live stream now. It took a little while to really kick off, but I just persevered with it. And now using StreamYard and getting you guys up has really made a lot of difference. And the views I'm getting through the week on this is great. For some people, 250 views is nothing. But for me, I'm still, I'm just over 2 years old. I'm just putting my feet in the water still, I think.
It's a good hobby for you. And I think you're a good kind of live streamy host, I have to say. I think it suits you.
Thank you very much. And I think on that high note, as much as I'd love to sit here and talk for you guys forever, I'm going to end it all. Thank you very much for tuning in on the wrong day. We're normally Thursday, Mike and Steve, but I'm going to a gig tomorrow. But I would like to thank Mike, Steve, and as ever, Rob and Simon and Nick and Dave when he first came in. Thank you very much. And thank you for the Rankers Gallery for all your good comments. And it's lovely to see there's no bitchiness in the gallery. It's all about music. It's been thing. And yes, and then my best thoughts, my mate Gary, one of my things, he's in hospital very, very poorly. Gravely.
Get well.
I don't think he will.
Yeah, get well, Gary.
He's poorly. But we're all thinking of you, Gary. If he was able to, he'd watch. He was one of my first subscribers, so I'm going to end it on there. So thank you very much, guys. It's been absolutely brilliant. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you next week on Thursday.
Okay, nice to meet you guys.
Okay,
cheers, then. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.